Alright, we're back once again. Peter? Welcome back, dude. Sorry for this, man.
And we're at, an inn or something? This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me. An emergency? Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbance... Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened.
Vata. Strange. She's talking full and the truth. Very distressing for yeah, Vata. Hello, dear.
He wants to change the past?
Yeah!
Surely that's impossible!
Not easy for sure.
You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Yeah. Example?
So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do.
Low crit? Oh, lower than 30. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I am low on, I don't know, both, actually.
Paimon's so confused.
I hate you.
Huh?
Come on.
Sorry. Paimon accidentally... But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
Not this. But maybe.
Uh-oh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right?
He does erase himself. Yes. Back everyone. Raiden, outside. Here?
There's nothing we can do about it at this point.
Wait, what?
Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried.
Me neither.
How about, we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things. Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munchak grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes. Cream stew. Sauteed matsutake.
So many food. You know why people hate style? Because this sounds so fun to make others look like clown, except for hey, this is Raiden? Oh, really?
Dragon chili chicken. Almond tofu. Satisfying salad.
Oh, Paimon, how many food can you remember?
Oh, also Adeptus Temptation. Golden shrimp balls triple.
Oh. Pass out time or still listing it? What's wrong?
What do we... Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about.
Getting so worried about Belladere?
Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name though.
Did he erase it? Make the game less fun? Power so strong that even his constellation won't do anything. Oh, I see. Wait, did the Belladere succeed? I have the face right now. Pull it off! Ow.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said?
Nothing.
So, the Belladere. Is that someone's name?
Come on, come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
Inazuma.
Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Get over there first. No way! He erased himself? That's impossible! Hold up. Guy not look at the Vata. Amino Togo. Oh, the guy from the blacksmith?
We've made it to Aminoma Smithy.
Ah, it's been a while.
Pardon me, I'd like to ask a question.
Of course. Go ahead.
That story one more time.
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Aminoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Aminoma branch kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh yeah, we were. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then too. It seems like such a shame.
And the decline?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer.
Niwa!
Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. Powerless and destitute, alas. If only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day.
That is so.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
In Kaza?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact.
Okay, did a Kaza. That's all, thank you.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? On to the next stop.
Huh. That guy still died. Kaza still the same?
Okay.
Karabot's resistance is so weak that my 6 Yao from day 1 to... Oh! Currently I'm depressingly rolling for Yao Yao. Wait, why did you depress for Yao Yao? In the event, you could have Yao Yao. Where was it? This one? Yeah, look, this is where I get my Yao Yao from. Well, instead of getting these, I already have them, so I'll get Yao Yao. Alright, let's go. Mr. Rock. Shiretsu. Hey, you don't need to roll for Yao Yao. Just see 3 Changya. Oh. Let's see. Oh.
We're here!
Traveler, it's been a while.
Like?
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Yeah, let's take you up on that offer. Take a walk in the courtyard?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then.
Oh, okay.
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say?
Question?
Of course, traveler. What would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. As for the commissioner himself, well, you know.
So pretty much business as usual on the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very.
James?
Well, got any more questions?
Oh, thank
You're
you.
very welcome. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you...
I'm flattered.
I mean it. Whenever the commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. The commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take... They say it's because Toma is a much better chef than most. They get to talking about you sometimes too, you know. Miss Kamisato occasionally joins them as well. It's been many years now since the late Mr. and Mrs. Kamisato passed away. Much has happened in the Kamisato clan in that time.
What's it? When the day I'll see Soma has been months? Saw you a joke? Okay. Go ahead.
As someone who is old and gray enough to have watched their son and daughter grow up, so in the future, if you ever do have the time, please know you are always very welcome at the Yashiro Commission headquarters.
Very much.
Wonderful.
Paimon likes it here too! Paimon's itching to try it!
Of course. You're always welcome.
Alright, goodbye for now! Where are we going next?
Dr. Rasuna.
Goodbye, ma'am! Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out!
All right, then. Take care now.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, everything's taken care of now.
Very well.
Alright, next up. Way too far away. Now let me read here. Joker. Do you realize away as you? Come. You are being Saito right now. Hey, your jokes. And what are you replying when a waiter and food? You would reply, I got food. Oh, Xavier, this guy.
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is...
Xavier? What are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area.
We have some some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago.
Go on.
Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation. Goes back around 1,000 years.
A couple?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade.
Got to still sabotage.
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna?
I am.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge?
Much. One more question.
Sure, go ahead.
Kabukimono. Kataru.
A kabuki mono? I do know the word. Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatarasuna is concerned.
Oh yeah, he must. You, Xavier.
Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving?
Oh, you're most welcome. Farewell.
Well, pal.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for.
Go back and see the Lessalor Personale.
Sure, but what's up with you today? Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. Now, come
Alright.
on. You gotta keep it together. Alright, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
Wait, so what's saying here is everything is still fine, except no one remember the Balladeer anymore. Huh. There goes. It does Xavier, but the voice is Xavier. I got confused when I listened to that. I never fart in bed. No, Hey, traveler. Wanna hear jokes? I don't usually. Death. Oh, they're covered. Not funny.
Hey, it's them.
And then I forgot what it called. Oh, these two. The Inazuma essay or Gessay.
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Oh, the essay.
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time.
It's the same topic we discussed last time. Obviously.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we join them?
The research. That's a pass. They have to say.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress.
But last time was great.
Huh? Oh, of course.
I really didn't read last time because I was so lazy, so... Oh, wait, whoa, what's this? Is this change? Yokai? Outsiders? Then... Mechanic.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
Right, so the yellow one, probably the new one? I have a little skim through it. Change.
Well, what do you think?
Masterpiece.
Hey, Traveler, remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this?
What did you
Sure.
find out?
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma, and...
Wow. So many new details.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis.
Yes, yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
And they're back at it. These guys
I got
are
something to
really
take care of.
into this.
Oh,
Bye for
I'm
now.
so sorry. Look at us.
You're welcome. See,
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
will do.
Ah! Why do eat about here? Always. Yes, that is literally one shot. The abyss. Alright. Sanctuary of whatever that was. Sino puns. Sometimes great, sometimes not. Nahida! How you doing? If you forgot though.
Nahida, we're here! Traveler, Paimon. Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly, the sun was up. And then, he decided he wanted to go to Inazuma.
Alright, let's see if I remember. I was.
The Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name.
You forgot it! No.
You look troubled.
Javata, the Balladeers? Courtkeeper. Senders.
Traveler? Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
Things that happen. I can remember. Not the truth. Write your piece. Backstory. Broken. Scattered across. Balladeer. Was a young man. Huh? Balladeer. Christ betrayed. Death innocent. No trust for humans and only loathing for the gods. Bore his crutch for years as he grew strength, then returned his revenge. Try in vain to become dirty with it, end up losing everything. Finally, he entered Ermin's soul and learned the truth behind trail. Knowing now that his entire life was built on lies, he did the unthinkable. Attempt to reverse his tragic fate.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Erminsoul, hoping that he could change the past. But how was he even able to do that? As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Nevertheless, it does make sense. So, you believe this person really existed? Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. The Traveler comes from a world beyond to that. That's why there's no information about him in Erminsoul, and it also explains why any changes to Erminsoul wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
Say that again.
I'm having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
Sure. Enemies have perspective of all this. Can't say why he did so extreme. Think? Say someone? You want to completely undo everything, right? Solve this once for all. That's all there. Remember the ask me specifically. Ish. Hesitation gave him the answer. Because I was afraid to lower my own existence. But I can't hear that. Wait, can't you just read our mind though? Put it another way. I know why the Balladeer was so sure it could work. But I can't.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share?
Such a radical option and
It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right? Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. The story makes sense. Every part of it. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the Doctor's help. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself. Yeah, it does make sense. It just feels so hopeless.
there are many ways, and yet second chance. Fate. Tries again. What exactly did he want to fight? Did he wish?
Please wait a moment. I want to check something. Found it. This should be the one.
Oh, what's that?
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us. What is it? A record from a personal collection. You should take a look.
Surprisingly,
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
that's just everything I said.
I authored this record myself. Huh? You wrote a fairy tale? That somehow has something to do with the Balladeer? When combined with the Traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Hold on. So this record survived from the
Past?
past? Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki-mono and other records will have been changed. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that, but Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. That's incredible! And sending the Traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. The now erased life of the Balladeer. There was once a lone monster draped in fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree, who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender, and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice.
Doctor.
A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster
furnace.
smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of
Scaramouche.
water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames and die for your fox kin. The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live.
Child.
It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
Whoa.
We solved it!
What did Razor say to Venice? Vodka? Good morning, never swim. Always a stroller, right? Kind of fun to do. Yes, dude. One shot.
I remember now. This is not just the balladeer story.
You remember?
It is his very own memories. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Creating a deity was just the first step. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered. It's hard to believe that this person really existed. Paimon has no memory of him at all. The balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail. That Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own harbinger. It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny.
Yet I'll hate them, you know.
To others looking on,
What?
this may seem like a pointless endeavor. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there. And that is what you have been doing all along. Yeah, Mahita's right. Cheer up! Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take him out for a walk to clear his head? You got it! Come on!
Then how are we gonna remember it anymore?
A snack for one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar! That'll be sure to lift our spirits! It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But,
If I man. That's what Nahida said. Body. Huh. Body of knowledge. This guy? Body of knowledge? I mean, he is a smart character. So, guess you're kinda. Alright, Grand Bazaar.
we're here! What should we eat first?
Something important. Getting.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Alright, just give me a minute. I'm still processing. Unpack.
Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out.
My brain. Let's take this out. Gotta be in there somewhere. Something about armor so eating oneself. Ida.
What is it? Have you figured it all out?
Yes, that was it. Greater Lord Rukadevat said she said that no one can erase themselves from existence, not even her. Otherwise, well, Ali to do points. Wait!
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
Wait, so does that mean we have... Wait, so if she creates someone to delete her, that means there must be another Balladeer? No, I can't tell how much. Druid Devout. Not for the Balladeer to happen to him.
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look.
There he is! Is that his reincarnation like Nahida in Devata?
Hey! Hey, wait!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid! Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
The Balladeer!
Who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else.
No, please. I mean it.
You're welcome, I guess.
Leave it to me.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights.
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later.
Hey, what do we do now?
Call him.
Stay out of sight. Don't.
No way! Look at his chest and... Oh, okay. Wait, so... I was right! This is a... You know, like Nahida, like Ruka Devata and him. He changed. I know. For some...
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the Balladeer, what are we planning on doing?
Shush.
Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should walk.
Give it.
Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us.
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
Right, we were following you.
Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me?
Yes.
I have no recollection.
Complicated. But I do know you.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
Prove it. You're a puppet.
A puppet?
Huh?
You were right.
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important.
Wait, so we might can give his memory back, perhaps? I want to take...
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Right?
Then let's return to the...
Oh, wait, he's kind now. That is oddly weird. Only one melody, but the Wanderer is the second life. The Valley is trapped in the dark realm. I don't get it. Skeleton, Nahida, and Rukdavata. Like how... Oh! He... Like how Nahida's is a reincarnation, small and yeet.
Here you go, boss.
Oh, you really went and picked some more.
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right?
But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this.
But I don't...
Puppet.
No. You're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me.
Yeah, it's way too kind. I don't even believe he's Scaramouche. Or the Balladeer. Oh, we're going to Nahida now. Yoink. Nahida, right back.
Nahida! Nahida! What's wrong? Huh? Are you...
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation. Oh, like a past life or something? Yes, something far more distant than the past.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
Very mean. Self-doubt.
Oh, okay. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation.
I was just trying to think where to start.
If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear, but I'll be able to handle it.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. You nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit.
Did it? Oh, what?
I gave everything I had.
In terms of the outcome alone,
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time. A chain of cause and effect. A cycle of karma and consequence.
I'm a little nightmare.
that is the nature of truth.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We're each other enemies.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything!
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true.
Please, I want to see them for myself.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name.
Very well. Wait, shouldn't we go with him?
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, It's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf? Oh, good point. Given your,
Understood.
Thank you.
Are we going back to Erminster once again? Ooh! Oh, Pasui, I hit you.
This looks like Inazuma. Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth. Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
Now we're just finishing
All
the job.
right.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace? You could say that, in a sense.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. No, there's no way. There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Not a scratch.
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichio's adopted son, because... And the rest is history. In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Oh, here. Oh, a chest.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Where do I supposed to go? How do I get there? Oh. Whoa, what's this?
Huh? What are we doing back here?
I hear voices.
Oh, this is where you were born?
I was abandoned, like you.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but he kept coughing all the time, just like me.
But you can't.
Yup, we're family now. This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. What happened to the child then? He died from his illness while he was still very young.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too. The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
Oh. Hurts.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that will be wielded with an iron will. You continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
The long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
One with wind and cloud.
I see through you. You can't run. Well, that all you got? Don't be a killjoy. Just begun.
Ow. Oh, is this where we met again?
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place in the original version of events. Such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me?
What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time?
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings.
Save your breath.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never
I'm merely lighting a little fire. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. By then, see you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? Forget it.
The plot does not end here.
Yes.
Hey.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Are you here to play with me?
One with nature.
Time to die.
Leaving so soon.
Got you, punk.
Windblade.
Prepare you. Can't run from death.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, this is the boss place.
Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafit.
Welcome.
When do we start?
You seem impatient.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doc.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to... Alas, after that...
That was gracefully worded.
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche.
The doctor again?
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
It's
all of
normal
it.
for him to give you the creeps. Let's move on.
Oh, please don't tell me I have to do stuff again. Oh.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass. Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you. And I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self.
Look at the Vata words. Oh, the rich. Since 22?
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more. So I
Yep.
beg you.
Yep.
Give me this opportunity to gain a purpose.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, you have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
Yeah, hold on.
What's he doing here?
You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Is he alright? No way! Hey! Are you done yet?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Whoa. Are you serious right now? Oh, I need to go. Right.